Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the flight deck. It's another shared cockpit MetroAir flight with Nick. How you doing, Nick?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Today we're back in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it's an evening flight today. We're heading down to Cancun, Mexico. So we'll get on board and we can start getting everything set up and ready to go. All right, we're on board the aircraft. All right, let's do the cockpit pre-flight.
Quick pre-flight. Parking brake.
Is off,
Flaps.
retracted,
Spoilers.
retracted and disarmed,
Weather radar.
off,
Predictive windshield.
off,
Engine masters 1 and 2.
off,
Engine mode selector.
normal,
And thrust levers.
idle,
And gear.
down 3 green,
And the wipers.
off.
Cockpit pre-flight complete.
All right,
Okay,
so
good.
you want to start getting her ready? I'll get the data entered.
No problem.
All right, starting up the fly pad. Let's come down here to the MCDU. I'll clear the notes on there. Go to our initialization page and we'll bring in the flight plan from the office. There we go. Kilo Foxtrot Lima Lima to Mike Mike Uniform November. MetroAir flight 613, and we're cruising at a flight level of 380 today. We'll start looking at our data. Tropo is 49,584, so we're going to be just below it. 49,584. Of course, Tropo is where you find your jet stream. That could affect the flight, but not too badly. We'll go over here to the ATSU menu, into weight and balance. Take a quick look at our fuel figures. Is good trip fuel 3574. That is all correct. We'll come over here to our weight and balance, and we will get the current load plan. So 174 passengers today. 23.5 on the center of gravity. Zero fuel weight of 64,385. That's all good, so we can start boarding. And we can start getting the rest of the information entered in. So 64,385. Alright, we'll go back over to our initialization, go over to page 2. We'll get the zero fuel weight in. 64. Just gonna check that. Make sure that is what I think it is. It's a little bit of discrepancy with SimBrief, but we'll take that number there. Alright, so back over in at B page, 64.3, and our center of gravity of 23.5. Block fuel is 68.48. We'll get that in. But that is not the format it wants it in. 6.8 is good. And our winds for today, we can expect a headwind of 26 knots. Alright, so that is now entered in. We'll come over here to the pad and we'll get the fueling underway. 68.48. 68.48 on the fuel. Alright, now over to the flight plan. So we're leaving Florida on runway 28. Let's see which one it is. 28 right. We're going to be using the Mojito 1 departure, appropriate for where we're headed. And we're transitioning through Kanoa. So we'll insert that. And our arrival is going to be the ILS for runway 12 right. And it's this one, ILS number 4. We're going to be going in through the NOSA 1 Bravo. See it right there. And we are coming in through Rudder, I believe it is. Let me just look at the chart. Yep, we're transitioning out through Rudder. And that is good. There will be vectors at that point. So we can enter that in. We do have a discontinuity because we do go to vectors and then head off on the rest of the route. You can see the route there. And let me just check our routing. So we will clear those, and then we're going to clear that disco. And it takes us all the way down. And that looks pretty good.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find
So we can go over to plan mode, come out a little bit,
in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath.
come over to the flight plan. So we're going to be taking off to the west,
place all of your items in the overhead bin.
as you can see.
If you have any trouble finding a location for your
We're
carry-on
going to head to the
items,
west. We're then going
let the flight
to
attendant know and we would be happy to
be going to vectors at this point, and then we're going to head down to
as a courtesy to other passengers.
the exit
Please
point
double-check that all your
for
items
the
are put away so that the aisle is clear and
SID.
other passengers can make their way to
We're
their
going to
seats.
fly out
If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the
down
exit
across the Gulf.
responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with
As
these
you can
actions,
see.
please let a flight
And then it's
attendant
basically
know.
we're going
That
to
way
come in and do a
now's the time to get out any
left
last-minute text messages
series
if you need to, but we
turns
ask that once we depart from the
in
gate,
on the
put away
approach.
any laptops or
So that is
tablets.
all looking
Thank you
good.
and welcome aboard.
So we go back to ARC. We got another minute to go on the alignment. And passengers are boarding. Refueling is still going on. So since we're still refueling, seatbelt signs are off in case we have to evacuate the aircraft. Alright, so the route's entered in, and our performance information for the main part of the flight is entered in. Alright, let's run the cockpit preparation if you're ready to go. Are you all done the cockpit prep?
Yep, I'm just waiting on fuel. Oh, and which is done, I do believe. So
Fuel's
we
done
just-
and alignment's done. Okay.
Yeah, so let me just get seatbelts on and we can get the fuel pumps on.
Alright, so IFR clearance has been received. There's no nav aids or for RadNav that we need at this point in time. IRSs are aligned. Just quickly run over the briefing. So airport chart 10-9 dated 01 October 2021.
Yep.
Just bringing that up on screen. So we're here at gate Echo 3 at Terminal 3. We're going to be taking off on runway 28 right. So we're going to push back. We'll face east. And then we're going to taxi through Tango 3 and then take Bravo down to Bravo 11, where we'll hold at 28 right.
Yep.
We then go to the departure chart, which is the Mojito 1 RNAV departure, chart 10-3 Foxtrot, 1 October 21.
Yep.
So we're going to be going off 28 right. No real restrictions other than that minimum altitude of 580 feet. We're going to head out to CZAS, and then we're going to go on vectors. We'll be vectored down past Miami International, Miami Executive, Homestead, Air Force Base, Homestead, Florida, down to WOL or WONLV, where we'll re-enter onto the programmed departure. And we're exiting the SID on Kanoa. At that point, we're going to fly down. We'll be crossing over the Florida Keys, down over the Gulf, heading on a southwest heading. We'll be northwest of Cuba. We're going to carry on down towards the what do they call that coast? Cancun, anyway. And then the Mayan Riviera there. So we'll brief the arrival and approach when we get further into the flight. So flight plan has been reviewed. EFIS and nav aids are set as required.
We're ready to go when you are.
I've set 18 in the box.
Got it.
And 274 runway heading.
Checked and cabin reports ready to go.
Excellent. So we just check doors.
Alright, let me make sure everything's out of the way down below or outside. Catering and baggage are finished. They're just pulling away from the aircraft.
Okay, I'm done. I'm ready when you are.
Alright, looks like catering was having an issue with their ramp, but they're closing up now. Are we still showing the service doors open?
No, I'm closed.
Okay. Just keeping an eye on them. Okay. So rear service door is now closed. Should be closing the cargo door any second. We've got the load sheet from the ramp agent, so I'm going to call for the tug.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight.
Jetway's in motion
613.
and
Our
cargo
flight
door
time
is
will be
closed.
roughly 1 hour
You fire
and
up the
28
APU.
minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed,
Yep, no
please
problem.
make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your
So we're going to
large
put in
devices are
our
shut down and stowed.
information
Please
here.
fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all
Transition
tray tables
altitude of
and seat backs are in
18,000
a full
feet.
upright
It's going to be a
and locked position before
flaps
departure.
1.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure.
And
Cross-check,
pulling up
verify
our
flaps, and
trim
standby for
settings.
all.
23.5. You can see it's 1.1 up. So 1.1.
Okay, sir.
Up.
The bypass pin is installed. All all doors and hatches closed and all ground
Is
equipment
in.
is removed.
Flexing to
The parking brakes
59
are set.
degrees.
You may lift.
And that
Parking
gives
brake
us
set.
a
Lifting the aircraft.
133, 134, and 139 on our V speeds. So that is all
Standing
set.
by for pushback.
Alright, aircraft's lifted. We're ready to go. You ready?
2 seconds, just waiting for the start of the APU.
Okay.
APU bleed is now on. Done with the external?
Yeah, done with the external.
External is off. Okay, ready for pre-start.
Okay. Push and start checklist,
So-
please.
Let's just do the pre-start checklist first, just to make sure. APU
Okay.
master
Is on.
APU started. MCDU rates.
Inserted.
V
V1 of 133, VR of 134, V2 of 139.
checked. APU bleed.
On.
External power
Disconnected.
off. Seatbelt signs
Are on.
and air conditioning.
Is running.
Perfect. Right, so push back and start. Windows and doors.
Secured and locked.
Quick door.
Locked.
Door pumps.
On.
Beacon.
Beacons on.
Steering pin.
Inserted.
About TCAS.
TCAS is standby.
Transponder.
Is an auto.
About clock.
Clock is started. Commencing push.
Okay, ready. We start engines as
Cockpit to
usual.
ground.
Go ahead.
I'll let you know when we're ready
cleared
for
start and
engine
push.
start.
Parking brake set.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Alright, we're commencing push. And we are cleared to start engines. Start with 1 and 2.
Starting engine 1.
If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one, but secure your mask and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to
Yvonne
do so,
available,
open the
starting
plastic
engine
pouch
2.
and remove the vest. Flip it over your head.
Roger.
Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found on the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Available.
Alright, good start.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
So,
Parking
engine
brake
mode
set.
selector?
Lowering aircraft.
Normal.
Ground. Startup is
bleed?
complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect.
Bleeds are off.
See you at the
APU
side.
is
Have a
off.
good flight.
E-master
Holding
off.
position, waiting
Anti-ice.
for the visual.
Not
Thank
required.
you and goodbye.
Okay, pushback and startup complete.
Alright, toes disconnecting. This should be passing your side. Yep, toe is clear. Before taxi checklist.
Auto brake.
Max.
Spoilers.
Armed.
Laps.
Flaps. Config 1.
Config 1. Engine anti-ice.
Not required.
Flight controls.
Flight controls.
Left. Right. Neutral. Pull down. Pull up. Neutral. Left. Pull right. Neutral. Pitch trim.
And that's 1.1 up.
Rudder trim.
Set. Rudder trim is neutral and 0.
Steering pin.
Is disconnected.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Alright. We're good to go. Taxi
We're ready for
checklist.
departure.
Cabins reported ready.
Okay, nose wheel lights.
Taxi
Runway turn off lights.
are on.
Parking brake.
Is released.
And takeoff
Flight
config.
attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Is check, no blue.
Okay, clear right side.
Clear on the left. Oop, no we're not. Truck just drove by. Clear on the left. Nice sunset today.
Yeah. Bubbling clouds in the east by the horizon.
Yeah. Out over the water.
Bravo 11.
Alright. Parking brake set. Before takeoff checklist.
Cabin crew.
Notified.
Sorry. I was supposed to say that. Exterior lights. Oh.
Are on.
On. Nozzle lights.
Takeoff.
Anti-ice.
Not required.
X.
On.
TCAS.
TARA.
Weather radar.
On.
Predictive wind shear.
On.
Weather mode.
WX plus T.
Takeoff memo.
No blue.
Full takeoff checklist complete.
Alright, I don't see anything on approach.
No, I don't see anything.
Alright, parking brakes are released. Taking position. You ready to go? I'm just gonna do a rolling start.
Yeah. Choose that clear traffic, so. Start the chrono.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Toga SRS runway.
100. V1. Rotate. Zip line.
Gear up. Ground spoilers disarmed. Thrust climb set after takeoff checklist.
Gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Boilers.
Disarmed.
Thrust.
Thrust climb.
Autopilot.
Off.
Visual lights.
Can you grab those?
Yep, they're off. Main channel lights are off.
No,
Takeoff checklist complete.
we just went into A floor for some reason.
Lost all aircraft.
Here. Toga lock. Let me get her back into climb thrust here. There we go. Autopilot's on. I'm not showing any speed settings, unfortunately. Oh, their auto throttle's back on. Let's see if I can get her to set into. There we go, thrust climb. Alright, we're back on track.
Heading to 74.
Alright. And we just got direct to Mojito. So direct to Mojito is set. Fort Lauderdale is looking very nice.
larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to keep your seatbelt fastened.
Okay, we're cleared to 38,000.
Not form a line near the left point. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a
There,
small
38
fee
set.
to access.
Flight level
We
380.
will offer complimentary
And we'll do the climb checklist.
to our partners. Next to the Wi-Fi, you'll be able to
Barrow.
access a wide range of free licenses
Set to standard.
library.
Anti guys.
There will be as soon as I do that. There we go. Not required.
Ethos.
Cleared.
Weather radar.
On.
Landing lights.
Are off.
Ring lights.
Are off.
Seat belts.
Off.
Climb checklist complete.
Alright.
Just check your setting for, are you in nav mode or heading mode?
I'm in nav mode.
You can now get up and
Okay.
move about the cabin.
Gotta
However,
tweak
we ask
that, I've
that
just
you
got press it and see what
seatbelt
happens.
fasten when you use unexpected
Yeah,
I'm in heading still.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, it was showing me double zeros as well, but it's cleared now.
Cool.
Alright. So we're on our way to our cruise altitude of 38,000 feet.
Standard is set. Do the altitude check. Passing 13,000 now.
Yep, check.
Beautiful sunset.
Yeah, I like that when you get that layering effect on it as it goes to the atmospheric layers.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So Fort Lauderdale is one of the major hubs for MetroAir, so we'll be in and out of it a lot. And as you might have noticed, there's a lot of aircraft sitting around. That is the Latin VFR scenery. Looks really good. It does come, like I said, with a lot of static airplanes as well, so you can really get the feel for stuff going on. We are flying once again live traffic. We're using the AIG liveries. We're seeing how live traffic does. We may use the traffic manager to insert as well, and just see what happens with that. Something we'll figure out when we as we go. But MetroAir flies all over North America. There'll be more places coming, even up to Toronto in Canada. And as you can see, we're going to Mexico, and there's a couple other places in the north of South America they go as well. So it should be good. And the Caribbean, a couple places in the Caribbean we'll be flying into. And of course, we're using the Your Controls program for doing the shared cockpit, which isn't bad. There's a few little things that would be nice if they worked better, but they're not too bad overall. So it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun to be in the cockpit with somebody, not just flying along in a different airplane. A little bit more of the cockpit crew experience. And I know this
And it's free.
I know this. It's free. I was just about to say, I notice it's the third one with me flying, but don't worry, Nick will be flying a few of them as well. Can't hog all the flight time.
You can judge me as I'm judging you.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to carry on up. As you can see, we've got the rest of the SID to do there as we head out. And then it's out across the water. So I'm going to give you some sunset views, and we'll catch up when we get ready to do our briefing for our descent. Alright, the cruise has been pretty uneventful, so it's time to take a look at the descent, arrival, and approach. So Nick, we are on the NOSAT 1 Bravo arrival, chart 10-2 Bravo 21 February 20.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up in screen. So we're coming in on NOSAT. We got to be at a speed of 280 knots and no lower than flight level 200. I've done the calculation to get us down to 200. And we've got the ring on the ND showing when we got to start our descent. We're then going to work our way down through Hacho, again speed reduction and a slight altitude reduction, through Lettuce down to Atlas. We got to be below 14,000 at Atmos, and then at UN 500, max 220 at 8,000 feet. We're then going to make the turn. This is all programmed into the MCDU, which we saw when we did a review of the flight plan. Gradual altitude drop, 6,000, 5,000, down to 3,200 knots at Erdam, and Redug. At Redug, we're going to do a left turn, and that is going to take us around to the ILS intercept. So if you switch over to the ILS DME 4 for runway 21 right, which is chart 11-6, 6 March 20.
Seconds, I've got 11-4. Let me bring up 11-6. 11-6. Yep.
Okay, 11-6 for localizer 4, runway 12 right. You can see Redug, we got to be at 3,000 feet. We're then going to turn into UN 506, down to 2,000 feet, which is our preliminary altitude, where we're going to come in and grab that. We're then going to make the turn onto the heading for the runway. At UN 540, we're going to descend down to 1,300 feet, but given the distance and the angle, we're probably going to intercept the glide slope at that point. And then we're going to come down and land. And we're landing on 12 right. So if we go to the airport diagram, 10-9, 27 December 19.
Gotcha.
We're going to be landing on 12 right. We'll probably be exiting C6 or C5, and we're going into Terminal 2. And at this point, we are looking probably somewhere on the southeast part of Terminal 2, P24, P25, in that area. Chart 10-9 Bravo 1 November 19. That's the parking spots.
Yep, got
so
that one.
24 and
That's
25, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, so that is the plan. And we're currently off the coast of Cuba. I don't see anything down there, really. Not a lot of lights. But we're just over 40 miles to our descent. Alright.
Just looking over your shoulder, I can just see the lights of Cuba.
Yeah, I did see something down there, but there's not a lot, and we are kind of far out. So the current weather, got an updated weather, issued on 26 November at 15:44, so almost an hour ago. Winds are 030 at 7 knots, 7 miles visibility. Scattered cloud at 1,500 feet, 27 degrees, and the baro is 3009. So it looks like some low cloud in the area. Not going to worry too much about it. So I'm just going to do a little RadNav setup here. So I'm going to put in the Cancun VOR, which is 113.6. 111.1 is the correct frequency, and our heading of 125 is correct as well. So there's no NDBs or anything, but that will that'll give us a directional indicator and secondary distance, because it is a DME ILS, so we should get a distance readout on that. So initial altitude will be 20,000 feet.
Set.
And as we descend, I'll go into selected speed and bring it up to 280 knots.
Okay. Do you want the dome on?
Yeah, we can leave the dome on until we get down below 20,000.
Okay.
Uh, 20 miles. Wow, it's a little warm in the aircraft. That's an
27. That's nice.
interesting temperature settings. Freezing the back end of the cabin and boiling the front.
So the front will buy more drinks and the back will buy more hot food.
Wow. Maybe you had the cockpit crank too.
It is freezing. Okay, so
Ecams are all good.
4 miles from Key.
It's getting dark out. Not much to see.
See a little bit of cloud on the horizon there.
Yeah, it didn't give a higher layer, and I don't have cloud tops, unfortunately, but it doesn't look too bad. It's a nice warm evening down in Cancun. All right. Starting our descent.
Rust idle at descent.
V-
assist with customs at
VS
our
mode,
destination, flight
2,000
attendants will
feet
begin
per.
handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
No other aircraft in sight at the moment. This is the part where we're worried about ATC coming online and changing everything.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get this entered in here. 3009. Temperature of 27 degrees. 030 at 7. Transition is 19,500. And 220 feet on the barrel. No updates as of yet. Saw on the latest update to the development version, they've fixed the printer bug. But I'm kind of afraid to try it.
I honestly thought that they'd fixed it
Now,
a while back.
this was...
I don't know whether I was jinxing it because I was using it a lot the other day.
Well, this is a note on the last stable build.
Okay.
I was looking at it this morning, so I don't know how long that stable build's been out. It's kind of the one that says this is the last one before they import their nav system into it.
It's one of those times, isn't it? When you see the print button, you think, must not press print, must not press print.
Well, I got so used to doing it and then just reading the information off of that.
I've done it before, I've pressed it, and it's worked fine. It was a very, very, very rare occurrence for me to have crashed an desktop pressing the print.
Well, and some other people said they never had an issue with it.
Yeah.
So...
Again, it's multiples of thousands of combinations, isn't it? That just
yeah.
In touch wood, since your last update, no crash to desktop so far.
Yeah, I had one, but I got a feeling it was something I was doing that caused it. Not 100% sure though.
Is it 20 miles?
You know what?
Past that?
I'm gonna try something.
You want me to try?
I'm going to go into managed descent.
Okay. Yeah. see
Because
that.
I've had it work before on the start.
yeah, no.
It can't transition over to the approach. So
What's it saying of you? Minimum. I'm down here. I've got flight level 80.
Yeah, yeah.
To be 8,000.
Yeah.
Which is the final. Yeah.
that's a hard minimum. So watch that. I'm going selected speed down to 280.
Okay.
And throw my constraints on so I can see these.
I haven't had it. I've used it quite a few times, and I think once it didn't work.
Yeah, I did it. I was going into Dallas, and there was the transition between the star and the approach. There was a 1,000-foot altitude difference, and it didn't do that, but it did everything else all the way down. And I've just been sitting here looking at the star, and I was like, well, let's try it.
Yeah, why not? Just a heads up, I've got traffic at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I see it. So I'm just monitoring. So no sat, we got to be between 22 and flight level 220 and 200. I'm assuming we're going to cross at 210, and it'll put us in the middle.
To go.
Well, we'll be below 220, or that's for sure.
Yep. I want to make sure we're not below 200.
Yep.
I think we will be. A little wobble there. And heading for Hatcho. So yeah.
Okay.
So we want to be below flight level 200. Above 18,000.
Yep.
Transition's 19 and a half though, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
So do you want to switch over now, since the floor there is 18, and I'm going to start dialing back the speed because we got a restriction there.
300.
Actually, I'm going to put it into managed speed mode as well.
Oh, we're being risky today, aren't we?
It's doing it.
It's doing it.
We'll just monitor.
Still at minus 500 feet a minute, so that'll bring us below flight level 200. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, and we're slowing down as well, so it was bringing the speed back.
Still descending, which was nice.
Yep.
Okay, so our temperatures are set 3009.
Checked. And altitude check of flight level 195 now. That match for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That aircraft is in front of us now.
Yeah.
He's stopped crossing our path.
think he cut in and went to Nosat.
No, unless that's behind us. Oh, you think when we're coming up to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Okay, so Pancho, we shouldn't be below 18,000.
No.
So we're going to actually hit that because it's
still
expected
descending.
to go down to
Yeah.
8.
Alright. Get ourselves back up there then. The rest are all like Ampus is up below, so we should be able to do that one.
Yeah. 50 track miles to the airport.
Okay.
First order of descent.
Not sure why our speed's going that way, so. City in sight. Yeah, definitely looks like that guy's on the same approach. Still want to do that, do you? Alright, can you kill the dome? Thank you. Another aircraft on our left, passing right to left by the looks of it, pretty far out.
Cool.
Alright, can I get the descent checklist, please?
Landing path.
Is reviewed VAP of 134, VLS of 129. It'll be a full flaps landing.
TCAS.
Is set below.
Approach briefing.
It's complete.
Nav aids.
Nav aids are set.
GIS.
Off.
Piss.
Constraints are on.
Belts.
Belts are on.
Arrow.
Barrel set. 3009.
Gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it's time for
So
entry and
seatbelts
fasten
are
seatbelt.
on. Landing lights.
Are on.
Wing lights.
On.
Descent checklist complete.
Alright, and my landing system is activated.
Here's mine.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat center. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Alright, he should be turning to the right shortly.
Yeah.
$1,000 to go to our 8,000 level at UN 500. See if she steps down. There's his turn. That puts us about 8 miles. So I'm going to give him a little space. I'm going to slow to 200.
Okay.
200 set. And green dot speed. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1 set.
Oh, did you do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you do it as well?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Let me, I'm just going to put mine back up. It's going to move. Can you reset flaps 1? Okay.
flaps 1.
Yeah, I'm indicating flaps 1 again. Okay.
Okay, so there's a guy just taking off. Not too sure where he's.
Alright, 6,000 magenta.
Upset. Then we're descending. There's quite a bit of traffic in the vicinity.
There is. I don't know where that other guy is going. He's overflying the airfield.
Yep.
We're gonna do a wiggle here.
Yeah, by the look of it.
That guy's. I got 2 landing. And the other guy's swinging out to the other side. I wonder if he's going in on the other runway. 1-2 left. Which doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Anyway, there's Cancun laid out below us. Nicely illuminated. So at least that first guy is going into 1-2 left. I'm assuming the other guy is too. He looked to be on the similar path. I wonder if the far one is going in on 1-2 right.
It's very hard to tell, isn't it?
Just level at 6,000. Approach phase is active.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
$5,000 magenta. Far aircraft is turning on to his approach. Got another one coming in.
Yep, another one.
Wow. This is where I wish TCAS was working.
Very bright lights down there. That's an attraction or something.
It's yeah. It's on the edge of the town.
Some different colours.
Yeah. Okay, 3,000 blue. Got the aircraft in sight. Looks like both of them are on their approaches now.
Yep.
It's 3,000. 30 minutes ahead of schedule.
Nice.
He's got another one way out there.
Yeah, just
We're going to beat him in, though. I think. Maybe not.
I think we just need to slot in somewhere.
Then we're going to slot in behind him. Yeah, 'cause he's going to be ahead of us.
Exactly. I can see another one as well, so we just need to slot in between the two. It's looking okay.
Should be making our turn in a second. Come in behind that guy there.
Then straight down to 2,000.
Should. Yeah, we'll have about 7 or 8 miles between us. There's the turn. Alright. Flaps 2, please.
Flaps 2. Flaps 2 set.
Dude. Sending 3,000. Or 2,000.
1,000.
You said there's another one on inbound out there?
Was.
I'm not seeing anyone else.
Yeah, he's there. We should be alright. We should get in between them.
Roger. Miles out from the VOR, about 19 miles out from the runway. Yeah, they're all going in on 12 right. Speed brake is armed. Looks like we're number 3.
Go.
Vocalizers alive. Vocalizer mode.
Start.
Vocalizers captured. Glide slopes indicating. Twelve and a half miles out. Miles out. Yeah, I got him. Glide slope's moving. Approach mode armed. Manage speed. This approach altitude is 3,000 feet.
That.
Gear down, please.
Gear down.
No. I had to do it myself.
Gear down. 3 green.
Alright, flaps 3.
Green check. Flaps 3.
Alright, gear's still got to be done by the person flying. 5 miles. Flaps full.
Flap full.
Landing checklist, please.
EFIS.
Set.
Terrain radar.
Set.
Gear.
Gear down 3 green.
Stereo lights.
On.
Visual lights.
Take off.
Check brakes.
Set low.
Spoilers.
Armed.
Flaps.
Full.
Landing memo.
No blue.
Landing checklist complete.
500.
My aircraft.
$400. 300. $100 above. Minimum
Landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
First is armed.
This is reads. What is deployed?
Knots. Reverser's off. I'm gonna have to go down to Charlie 3.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 5:58 p.m. and it's currently about 27 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. As this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Busy airport. P25. Parking brake is set. Looks like they've got no external power here for us.
Yeah, I'm showing nothing. Just firing at the APU at the moment. Dome light on?
Yeah. It's off. It's off.
Lights off, steering off. Engines are still running.
Yeah, just waiting for the APU.
There we go. APU bleed is on, so cut off engines.
Yeah.
Can off. Hey, ready for parking when you're ready.
Yeah, they're off. Alright, parking checklist.
Parking brake.
Set.
Navigate.
Off.
CU.
Is reset.
Flight directors.
Off.
ND.
Is arc 10. And EFIS is clear, yeah.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Engine masters.
Are off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Can.
Off.
Seat belts.
Off.
External power.
We're on EPU.
Transponder.
Is off.
And cockpit door.
Is unlocked.
Parking checklist complete.
Excellent. Well, welcome to Cancun. Oop, it was a bit noisy jumping outside. Thanks for joining us on this flight, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. See, Cancun's a busy place right now on the Spirit and American Airlines flights here. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back with another shared cockpit flight soon. And we will see you on the next one. Bye for now.